Hi, I'm Jennifer Carroll from CelebratingEverydayLife.com, and today we are going to do some Christmas in July crafts. The project that we're going to make today is a holly and berry leaf that's made out of paper. Yep, we're making it out of paper, and of course we're using our Cricut machine because it just makes crafting so much easier. So the supplies that you're going to need to make these are the leaf and berry designs, which are available for free on my website, and I will drop a link in the description below. My site's celebratingeverydaylife.com, and when you sign up to my email newsletter list, you also get access to my entire free craft library, and there's a lot of fun stuff in there. And the designs that you're going to need for this are in there as well. I have both an SVG version and a PDF version. So if you don't have a Cricut, no problem. You can cut it out using the PDF that is included in that file. But trust me, the Cricut makes it so simple and fun and much more pleasant in my opinion. Then after that, you're going to need some colored paper. Now I decided to use 3 different shades of green for this. And then also you're going to need some red and cream paper. Now I again decided to use 2 different shades. I did a kind of a darker red and a lighter red, and then a cream paper. And these are just text weight papers. These are not cardstock. It's going to fold a little bit easier, so I would recommend using text weight colored paper for this. We're also going to need a wreath form, and this is a 14-inch wreath base, and it's made out of foam. And we're going to need some ribbon. And if you want to hang your wreath, not from just hang it like that, if we want to have a hanger, you could also use some wire cutters, and a pair of scissors. All right, let's jump right in. The first thing that we're going to do is I would like to add the wire hanger. So to make a little hanger, we're going to first unroll some wire, and we are just going to loop that around and give ourselves a little bit of a tail here. And then I'm going to just loop it, twist it, just like that. And just do it a couple times. And then we're going to roll it up, and I'm just going to make a little bendy loop right there and twist it. And I think it's easier to kind of put your finger in the loop and just twist it just like that. Doesn't take much. Just snip off the extra that you have, and we're done. So now we want to take our ribbon, and I'm using a nice wide plaid ribbon here. Any kind of ribbon that you have will work. And I'm going to just take my glue gun. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, just on the back to get it started. Keep my glue gun going. And I don't like to take it off since I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need, so I just leave it on there and I wrap. Try and keep it on there like that. And I'm just going to wrap the whole spool around. And when I come around that first time, remember we had our glue here? I'm going to add another bit of glue here because I really want to secure this starting spot. Okay, so really get some good glue on there. Put it on the back. You don't want it to, because it will show through a little bit, so have it on the back. And then, let's just start wrapping. Okay. So I have wrapped around each side of the loop here. Got it nice and tight. I'm going to just take the scissors and I'm going to cut ribbon. This is a 25-foot spool of ribbon, and I still have some left. So just to give you an indication of how much ribbon you'll need. I didn't measure it, but if you have a spool that has 25 feet on it, you will be in good shape. All right, so I added some glue, and we're just pressing that down. So I have it pressed down here, and I'm gonna add a little more glue here to the end as well. Ta-da! All right, Okay, next we want to, I'm going to set this aside for a moment, and next we want to start working on our leaves. Now when we cut our leaves on the machine and we take them off the mat, and I have these so that they are already scored for you, the machine's going to do that hard work of both cutting it out and scoring it to make putting this together even easier for you. But when they come off the mat, they're still just flat. So we want to curl them a little bit to give some dimension so that we can go from just flat to some curve, a little bit of interest. It's going to look more realistic and pretty. So to do this, you can take any kind of tool that you have. We just want to curl the leaves. A pencil, a paintbrush, but I love these round stylus balls. They're my favorite. And I just use the body of it to help curl the leaf. And then I'm gonna fold along these scores just a little bit. And you know, you don't have to score along every score line. You don't have to fold along every score line that's there, but they're there if you need them because they do add extra dimension. So you can see already, these look so much more interesting than just the flat ones that come off the mat. So again, just give your leaves a little bit of a curl, give them a little bit of shape, and then we'll start putting this together. I'm going to prepare a few of each. So we also have some other greenery to give our wreath dimension, and there are two different designs of these. And again, there is scoring on these leaves to help you because you always want to give your paper designs a little bit of shape. So you can just go through and score just like that. And you can also do the stylus trick again, where you just kind of curl it on there, just giving it some curling dimension, and it just really does help to transform what happens with these leaves. So we'll do a little bit of this as well. Just give it a curl, give them a little bend. And don't worry, when you're cutting with the machine, don't worry if you have, like when you're pulling it off the mat, if there's some pieces that like maybe got a little bit chewed up or something like that. Once we actually assemble this, that won't be a big deal. So don't necessarily throw those away. Although I do recommend having your blade as sharp as possible. We've got everything curled and ready. On the berries, I just took and very gently kind of just curled the stem. Press the berry circle just a little bit, but not too much. Just wanted to give these a little bit of dimension. Remember, the secret to really good paper flowers is in kind of manipulating these papers. Don't just leave the leaves and the petals, things like that. Don't just leave them flat. You really want to just, you know, give them a little shape, give them a little curling, and it will really transform your design. So we're ready to start assembling our wreath. So the top is here with my loop, and I'm going to try to focus my design kind of in this area. So I'm going to start on one side, and I've got my handy glue gun, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of a leaf and just press it right onto there. And I want to mix this up a little bit. So you can do this however you want. You can just keep, you know, doing the same leaf, but you can mix it up a little bit too. So I'm going to take this other leaf, and I'm only putting the glue near the base because I don't want to put the glue on the whole leaf because the whole leaf isn't attached to the wreath. And I'm just kind of changing my directions up. You don't want it all going in the same direction. That would get a little bit, let's put a little more glue in there. That's going to get a little bit kind of boring, and we don't want that. So, come on, glue gun. There we go. So again, just a little bit of glue, just like that, and put it right on there. And just play with the design however you really, you know, however you feel you're feeling it the most. But I really like how that kind of varying it is just making it look more interesting. And, you know, doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, nothing is perfect in nature. We We are not going for perfection here. So I am doing all of these base leaves first, and then I'm gonna work in the other green accent leaves, and then I'll work in the berries. But I'm trying to give myself a place to work from. A good foundation. Now, I'm starting to get around to here, and I personally want to come back around. I don't want them to keep going necessarily in that direction, so I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to start again, repeating what I did over here. And we're getting close to where we are meeting up in the middle here. And you can absolutely, if you want to add in a few leaves on the inside, you can do that. This is your design. I'm going to go in some different directions down here. Okay. Okay. Looking good. So now I'm going to little glue tails. So now I'm going to come in. I'm going to set my extra leaves aside here. So now I'm going to come in with these small accent leaves and start tucking these kind of around. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue and just start tucking these gently in to the design. This is just adding more texture, interest, and color, which I think are all good things. It's gonna be so pretty. And just, try and be mindful to keep things like the stem hidden when you're in there. Don't leave the stem kind of sticking out. You wanna hide it with the other leaves. Yay! We are making beautiful progress. Hopefully you can see how gorgeous this is looking. So now we are just going to start adding in our berries. So I'm going to take some of each color as I'm doing this. Let's get them all right around here. And just again, tuck that on there and then just kind of tuck that in. And these I'm going to do different colors at the same time, just to help me visually make sure I'm mixing it how I want. Don't be afraid to kind of, lift the leaves as you need to. It is just paper. It's going to work with you. And I feel like I need just another little bit of accent in this area. So I reserved a few leaves just so I could finish this out if I thought, I might need a little something. Ta-da! Oh, I just love how it turned out. I think this is going to be so beautiful hanging on the door. Here at the studio, I have a covered porch, so I can hang this on that door and it stays safe from weather. Obviously, if you don't have outdoor place, you would want to hang this, a covered space, you'd want to hang this inside. But isn't this a beautiful accent? Thank you so much for joining me for this Christmas in July craft. I'm going to be sharing more fun Christmas in July crafts this week, so please hop over to the blog celebratingeverydaylife.com for more fun paper projects with the Cricut and getting ready for Christmas, so that you will be all set when the season rolls around. If there's a Christmas project that you would love to see me make, please let me know. Leave a comment, because I am planning a Christmas crafting marathon for later this year, and I truly would love to hear your ideas. And there are even going to be some fun contests for you to win your own Cricut machine and an easy press and some other fun tools. So make sure you let me know what you would love to see me make. Please subscribe so you don't miss any other posts, and I hope that you are having a wonderful Christmas in July. Thanks for watching.